Is that what we're doing? Like what we're gonna look like in a year? I've been cutting shit that I like. So
it's all food.
So it's all
Welcome to the Us Podcast, a podcast by us, for us. Thank you for joining us again for another episode. Here at the Us Podcast, we usually talk about all things taboo. We talk about things that you don't usually talk about in a normal conversation. Anything from pop culture, social media, things going on around our world, you name it. Today, I'm here with my crew. We are sitting here, thankful for our futures.
And full.
For our goals. Today we're doing an activity and we are vision boarding. So we're cutting out magazines and just celebrating being thankful for what's to come. I'm going to let the crew introduce themselves.
Hola a todos. This is Jay or Jose. I'm super excited. I missed you guys last week, but I got those sweet shout outs. But it was a great episode and I'm super excited to be back and do this new video and podcast with you guys.
Yes. Hi guys, Sandy here. I'll be your host for today. Sorry, I thought we were going this way. I'll be your host for today, so I'm happy to be here. Excited to talk about what we hope to see in our future and what we're thankful for as well.
And I'm Lupe, and I'm so excited to be here and to be envisioning our futures. 2022 is going to be our year. I can feel it. I'm claiming it. And I'm here with...
Hi guys, it's Melissa, and I'm super excited to actually do a vision board. I've seen a video about it, and it seemed really fun, so I'm really excited to do this.
I'm Miguel, and we're doing... not only are we doing a vision board, but you're seeing us visually as well, so that's cool.
Ooh, it's like Inception.
Yeah.
Well, I think since today is a special thankful day, why don't we go around and say what we're thankful for? I don't know, just
to start off.
Just to start out with.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and start it. I'm thankful for my profession as a teacher. I'm thankful for my family. And I'm thankful that I get to grow in this new year. Hopefully stray away from all the misfortunes of COVID for the past 2 years. So hopefully 2022 is a better year for us.
Yes. That's fact.
No printer.
No paper.
I'll go next. I think I'm just thankful for life, I think, at this point. I think, like, the people in my life, I'm very thankful for. Like Sandy said, my job, my family, and just being alive and getting to experience what life is, what Lupa's life is, you know? What about you, Jose?
Well, I don't know why that made me emotional. I will say I'm thankful for the great people I've met this year, and the great opportunities that I've had. It was a year coming out of COVID, so it was just like we were like reintroducing ourselves back into like society somehow.
It was weird.
Yeah. But also super thankful for my new job and what we're doing and the project that we're taking on here on the city. So yeah, just thankful for new opportunities and new friends and new beginnings.
Period.
How about you guys?
I'm really thankful for everything. My family, friends, my apartment, growth in general. I feel like this year, I think the majority of this year has been really tough for me, but I kind of am finally feeling like weight being lifted off my shoulders, and like I'm finally finding what it means for me to grow as an adult and like a person and a human. So I'm really excited for the upcoming year, because I feel like that's when I'm really gonna like take control of everything and blossom.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just thankful for like all the opportunities that I've had, career-wise and creative-wise, and I'm thankful for the skills that allow me to get there, and like my health and my family and you guys. So it's just a lot of people take it for granted that like you're able to just like walk and eat and just like be yourself, and you never really know until like unless like you get sick or something.
Yeah.
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 So
My dog's around here too, so you might hear.
we're all thankful for the dogs as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
The love that they give you when you arrive in this home. It's crazy.
I think that we've all realized, we've had to realize to humble ourselves, which is something that we probably hadn't done in a long time. And really taking time to be grateful for everything that we have, because life can so easily be taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Life can so easily be put on hold. We were such a fast-paced paced world for such a long time. And I feel like ever since 2019, the end of 2019, 2020 hit, it's taught us that that's not the way to live, and we really have to take every moment and cherish those that we have.
Be present.
Yeah.
Be present for sure.
Yes. We love it.
Sorry to interrupt you, Sandy, but
No.
I'm just really fascinated by these scissors. Did you guys see this? Like you can like turn it inside, and then like it just like bounces back. It's easier for you to cut.
Whoa.
It helps with the mobility of children's
No, you have to
hands.
put. There we go, lower.
Oh.
It helps,
I was like, why does it have a little tail?
They are for kids, but
yeah, it helps with the mobility of their hands, because learning how to cut scissors is one of the first things they learn in kindergarten.
I
So
don't
it
remember
helps with like
learning how to
bouncing.
cut.
Oh, then. I'm sorry.
I, think, I was just so smart that I just did it.
he said, oh,
We're built different.
We were both different.
Yeah,
Alright.
but now that we've taken the time to be thankful and express what we are thankful for, I also wanted to take some time before we started with our vision boards, or if we want to start now, actually.
I think we should start.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start and talk, and let's just talk about the current events that have been going on. I know last week we were talking about, a few weeks ago we were talking about the metaverse, but since then a lot of things have happened as well.
A
So-
lot has happened.
If anybody wants to pop off, because a
Well,
lot of BS has been going on too.
I'll start locally. I think two things, which you can probably talk about one of them, which is what's going on at Pike. But I'll speak to one of them, is the project that's going on the west side of Indy. So it's this $200 million project going on the west side, and it's basically just revamping and building and reshaping what the community looks like. So there's going to be a lot of new soccer fields, community centers, there's going to be a new police station, there's going to be a possible school, and it's just going to go in the Lafayette Mall area. And like I
Lafayette
s-
Mall.
Lafayette Mall, yeah. So it's
Who
in
is
that
she?
community. It's going in that neighborhood where it's needed, where our people are at. We kind of know that area is kind of, at least where the mall was, kind of just like died.
yes.
So it'll be nice to see it come back to life. So stay tuned, 2022, 2023. You'll start seeing some new additions in the neighborhood. So keep an eye on that
I think the West Side just really needs that, like,
Something.
to revamp.
yes.
For
Because it's so much culture that is in the West Side,
Mm-hmm.
but the presentation, I feel like, just does not help. Because it's just like you don't want to go by there.
You don't want to go. It's not like, you know, a lot of people now, younger families, are going out looking for places to move into, and the West Side is just not
Not what you want.
that unless it's like the near West Side, you know, that they're gentrifying that area right now. But that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, and I know Jose, I'm very excited for that project. I'm excited because I know my family lives on that side. A lot of our families live on that side. It's what they deserve. The culture deserves it. Jeez, what is the word? Just the groups of people over there. They deserve it for sure. So I'm
community.
excited for that. The community, yes,
Yeah, like the
for lack of better words. But like Jose mentioned, he mentioned Pike Township right now. There's a lot of stuff going on over there with teachers being on strike for not having proper pay during a pandemic, still educating kids. So fortunately, because they feel so unappreciated, unloved, unseen, unheard, they're on strike. They're not going to work. A lot of kids are missing out on instruction, but which I mean is a huge part and something we should definitely care about and be worried about. But we also have to think about these educators who are putting themselves on the front lines every single day, caring for those kids and adjusting lesson plans, making changes last minute, because you never know when your school's going to shut down. You never know when something's going to happen again. So, and it's just not Pike. It's not just at Pike. It's everywhere. You know, a lot of teachers are feeling unappreciated at this moment. And it's honestly, like I was telling the crew earlier, it's the exodus of teachers. A lot of teachers are leaving the profession because why go into an underpaid job when so much is expected from you. So
And it's crazy to think like that they would rather not get paid.
Like they're that upset.
They're
rather
that upset that they're
not
like,
get
you know
paid.
what? We're gonna put basically your family's like well-being at risk. But it's like, you know, this needs to happen, and it's not anything new.
yeah.
And it's not just happening at Pike Township.
Mhm.
And it's like our teachers, like I sent you that picture of like, you know how your teachers, what was it?
The guy from Ninja Turtles.
From the
What's
Ninja
his name?
Turtles.
Splinter.
Yes, Master Splinter.
Oh, with the, yes.
And then the turtle, like the baby turtles when they're like
The
small.
Ninja Turtle.
The Ninja Turtles, the baby Ninja Turtles, and then they're like growing up walking with him, and they're like lawyers and teachers and doctors, and it's like teachers really do. Like I remember my teachers having like a huge influence in me in my like growth, and me going to college and wanting to do more things. And if I didn't have good teachers, I don't know that I would have wanted to, you know, have a good future. So it's just crazy to me that we don't pay teachers enough for all that they do.
It's a little crazy.
It's like physical labor and like emotional labor.
Yeah.
So
Fortunately, it's like across the board too for any profession right now. It's just everyone's tired. People are tired. We're tired. I feel like the whole world needs a break because I feel like we didn't take enough advantage of it while we were
because
in
you were
lockdown.
preoccupied with not dying.
That's right.
You know?
It is. I look back at it and I'm like, man, like I would low key like it just felt weird because we hadn't experienced it. It's like, oh, like we have to stay in like indoors and like not worry about anything, but just not going out.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone's out. It's like
Like
it's
even
almost like a
just
free for all.
going to the grocery store, it was like a whole mission.
Yeah.
You
Like
had
at
to
the
go at a
beginning-
certain hour because if you went any way past 9, there was no more toilet paper. There was
Cleaning
no more
supplies.
eggs. Like there was.
There's already no eggs in toilet paper. I remember like Melissa's parents brought us like an 84 pack of like toilet paper. It just ran out like 3 weeks ago.
from the
From last March.
they were ready. But
I remember Courtney, Nicole, and I would go to the CVS Best 24 Hours. Like, it'll be like midnight, and we'll be like, we're tired of being home all day. Let's go to CVS.
like just to go.
And that was like.
Like, that was like a field trip.
Yeah.
No, because it was cool at the beginning. I remember the first week. It was like, oh, this is nice. You don't have to get up and go to work. But then after like the first 3 weeks, it was like, when is this over? Because they said first it was like just 2 weeks, and then it turned into 2 years. So
And here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
I started, I was working for PLTW. I had just gotten into the building. It was like, they had just gotten that office like a couple months before I even got there. It was so nice. And they were like, okay, somebody got COVID in the building. We're going home for 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks turned into a month. And then that month turned into 3 months. And then after that third month, they were like, oh, we're there. Like, we're home indefinitely. Until like further notice. And it's about to be 2022 and nobody has gone into the office.
I remember you went to go get your like chair.
Your chair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went to get my chair. That's the nicest chair I've ever had.
But yeah, so that's going on with the teachers in Pike. So if you're from Indy, pay attention. There's ways I think that you can help like raise awareness, like sharing things on social media or like
Just spreading. Like, if anything, like the word of mouth spreads fire. Like spreads like wildfire. Fire.
Flowers.
And
Sorry,
we
I was
know-
taking my
and we know how much
sorority.
people from Pike like to talk.
Hell yeah, you know.
you're
He
so shady.
tried it, but hell yeah. Anybody else want to add?
Yeah,
any
what
current
are the current events?
Yeah.
The Adele album came out today.
Ooh.
I got
check
into
out
the car.
Check out Lupe's Twitter because it's all up over her Twitter.
I got into the car expecting to see Lupe be crying in the driver's seat.
Girl, almost. I was playing it for sure. No, I was telling Sandy I was gonna stay up last night to
Wait for the midnight release.
Yes, but it was 11, and I was
at the
done. I was
premiere
like,
of Eternals.
but in the
Okay,
morning
nice.
when I woke up, that was the first thing
Nice.
I threw on the Adele album. So I got ready. I was listening to it. I had to stop a few times, breathe.
I listened to it. I was at home. I waited for a midnight release. No, it wasn't Adele. It was Pokemon.
It was what?
A Pokemon. So I've been playing Pokemon all day today.
Listening to Adele?
Super thankful about that. Yeah, and listen to Adele. It's a song. I wasn't paying too much attention to the lyrics, but it's a song about her daughter, not the one that has been on the radio. It's the other one.
Her son.
Her son.
She has
Her
a
son.
Yeah.
Something. It was like something love. My youngest love.
Oh,
my
yeah,
little
that's what I
love.
got.
My little one.
My little one.
Yeah,
I thought that song was. I was like, oh my god.
That,
It's
that
not about
is-
because it's different. Like when you hear like love songs in general, you're like people relate to it. But when it's like a child,
Yes.
like you like feel it even more. Like oh my god. Especially like
I promise kids are not that bad.
because publicly like like the general public is like a little bit aware of like her whole situation. So like you kind of understand it without having to go like really deep into it, and then you connect a lot of it because you're like, oh, she like all these other people like make love songs about like significant others, but this is like about her child. Like it's different.
Well, because the
So-
album is for her child. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if anybody has Apple Music, if you're watching or if you're here, she did an interview with her with Zane Lowe, I think, from Beats One, and she talks about every song. They go through every song and they talk about what it's about. And she said a lot of her songs are about when she was in depression and how she didn't know how to deal with it. And her therapist, like those voice memos you hear, like of her
Yeah.
talking to her kid, it's because her therapist told her to start recording her thoughts.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
So then she started recording all her like thoughts when she was like having bad thoughts.
like
And
how
then-
she would talk to her child.
Yeah, so then she would record like when she was having a conversation with her kids, like telling him like, hey, like mommy's not having a good day today, like blah blah. And it just like it made it so much deeper. Like
Yeah.
Mondo texted me today, he goes, bro, I just wasn't really feeling the album, and I was like, go watch this interview and then listen to it again, because like if you know the meaning behind it, it just makes it so much more. Because random, I just found out what Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" is about, and I cried.
What is it?
So she had a really like dysfunctional childhood, and like her family just like didn't get along, they didn't fight, and like she didn't have a lot of money. So she made the song because she said that all she wanted for Christmas was for her family to be together.
Aww.
Like that's all she wanted, and that's why she said, "All I want for Christmas is you."
Aww.
And I was like, tears. Like, so yeah.
No, but something else that I was telling Sandy too, is that like if you know Adele, like before, if you listen to her music from like before, it's very like, oh my god, like I'm nothing without you, like I'm so desperate type thing. But then this new Adele is very much like
She's like going through the stages.
of like
Of-
self-love,
yeah.
of like finding yourself.
What's it called?
Self-finding.
Fulfillment?
Shit.
You know that stuff.
Soul searching.
Soul
searching.
Yeah. And so I love that because
It's
it's like,
amazing.
she's like, I'm trying to find myself, like, like I'm trying to love me type thing so I can love you better.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, queen, like love yourself.
But then she did an interview with John Mayer. I didn't see the interview, but like he had asked her like, how do you feel about marriage? Like after going through that, and then she was like, oh, I feel like I would definitely like get married again, and like I love marriage, and like I love feeling like
She
being
loves
married.
love.
Yeah, I love love, so I would totally do it.
That's me.
John Mayer was like, you
love
recommend
John
I
Mayer.
do it.
And Bad Bunny was on there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking love.
And Bad Bunny won. Didn't he win like the Latin?
Yeah, for Estoy en mi peak, right?
I think so.
Like
Estoy en mi
as the
peak.
song. Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking love Bad Bunny.
Big yellow.
In the interview, she was saying that her friend, who's her husband, that her friend's husband passed away, and her friend told her one day, she was like, "I lost my husband. You just got divorced from yours, so you need to pick yourself up." And she was like, "Wow, I needed that." She was like, "I needed to hear that."
Yeah.
Because it's true. Like a divorce. First of all, like if you're a woman or a guy, like your partner does not make or break you. So it's good to have
I mean,
those
there's-
friends that tell you to
And they're still alive. They're still out there. Like,
Yeah.
you can wish them
Grounded.
well.
Yeah, but I
But-
mean, I kind of felt weird about that statement too, because I feel like she was belittling. I
Her
know
experience.
that her like there's no one's pain is greater than someone else's. But I get the whole
get it
intent
too,
behind
yeah.
it. Yeah.
But when you're going through it, like,
No, you need to do
anything that
shit.
anybody
Like, get
tells
up.
you is like,
Get up.
bless you.
Okay, so I have a question about the vision board. Are we doing like 5 years vision goal or like just future vision goals?
I was waiting a year.
Oh.
She's like, I'm moving.
I'm
But
all
you
over
can-
the place.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Like, what
I'd say,
we're
like-
gonna look like in a year? I've been cutting shit that I like. So
It's all food.
So it's all. So
Let me see.
So I got a
Most of it is
sandwich.
food.
Bro, why you gonna hold
I have a whole thing of watermelon with the hinge.
That's your
And
whole
on the
section.
other side, there's like,
And the other side
That's
is
your whole section, bro.
I'm cutting a coffee. I have this Geico thing because it's cute.
I say we go for like within the next 5 years.
Okay.
Okay.
5 years, because I mean I feel like that's pretty.
I mean, I'm not young, so in
We
5
don't
years
really-
I can do a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't cut with this little
I think it was
I'm
good.
gonna take my scissor. I
Is
was
there
using
another
it.
magazine?
Where was?
we can switch.
No. Oh well, but yeah. Anyways, any more current events besides Adele?
Los
besides-
Eternales.
Oh yes, those.
I haven't seen it.
Los carnales.
Los Carnales. If you haven't seen the Eternals, go watch the Eternals. No spoilers,
No
but
spoilers.
those that did watch it, how did it make you feel? Well, I think all of us went together. Okay.
It did.
Oh.
You
Wow.
better text
It
Mando
wasn't on
right
purpose.
now
It
that
was,
you-
we did not organize it.
Mando,
Text Mando.
explain yourself, please.
Text Mando right
I see
now.
how it is.
And tell him.
He's gonna text you
Alright.
about Spider-Man.
Yeah. I told him to give me 4
From him.
tickets.
Damn.
Same. Bro,
I
I
see
feel
how
like
it
he's gonna
is.
get like 80 tickets this
I know
upcoming round.
he's gonna rent the entire theater, low key.
I mean, I texted you that night. I was like, hey,
You
I'm
had
gonna
to
go
tell
watch.
me you were going.
It's cause I didn't know these people were going until I saw the list, and then I was like on my way there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see how it
Is there
is.
another one?
But
I can wait.
I felt like it was a fresh start. I felt like there was a lot to unpack.
I
a
mean,
lot
it's
that
a-
they could do with it.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
yeah.
The visuals, I was just
The
like,
visuals were amazing.
Yes.
The director did a good job. The story was good. It's also like a lot of main characters, and you're trying to tell the story of all of them.
Correct.
So it's not. I think a lot of people were going in there like
I want fucking action right now.
Yeah, 'cause,
I want to
like-
see these.
like Shang-Chi was still an origin story, but it wasn't that many characters.
Just watched that too. I watched it 3 times already.
And it's really good. But then these other ones, it's like they have like internal like conflict within themselves and the world around them. So they deal with them. It's more of like
Who wants?
it's like a big therapy session
basically
instead of like a all-out war.
because you're unraveling like
Yeah.
every character's backstory.
Yeah.
Because you need to know, you need the context to know
And they've
how
been there
they're all
since the
tied
beginning,
together, why.
basically. So.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really good, and then I liked a lot of the cool new characters that they introduced.
Oh no, Salma Hayek was in it, right?
Salma Hayek was in it,
I saw her.
And
She
No
was
spoiler,
good.
but they did my girlfriend.
and I thought
Really?
she was gonna be.
She
Maybe
looked
just a little too soon.
good.
Oh,
Well, she looked good.
I'm not saying
No?
nothing else.
Yeah, cállate.
I know, I got no.
Wait, we can talk about. She looked good.
She did look good.
Yeah.
She did look
No, I will say I agree with Miguel. There was a lot of different stories to tell, but I think they did a good job because I was still able to connect with each one of them
Yeah.
individually.
And then like all the plot twists and stuff, I didn't like hear anything about the movie going in because I was confused on like where were they like during the whole Thanos thing. But
Right.
like everything made sense, and then the plot twists that they throw in there, like I wasn't expecting, and I feel like it ended. It had like a good beginning, middle, and end,
Mm-hmm.
and the characters they're supporting, like comically, did a really good job on carrying the dialogue and making it like giving it some like texture to the whole movie. It's like so it didn't like fall flat
Right.
into just like a TED talk basically.
Right.
So I thought it was really good. It was really fun, and it's a good start. I thought it was a good segue to like whatever's coming
next.
Yeah.
Because I feel it opened the doors up to so many things.
Yeah.
So
So
it's like-
many things.
You could do so much with that.
Well, it's the like I was telling people like this is setting up for the new generation of superheroes. Like we're
Exactly.
getting away from like the Iron Mans, the Captain America, all of like they've died, but like it's like a new generation of superheroes now.
Well, not bad, all of them.
Well, I mean like people know Iron Man's dead.
I mean, yeah. Spoiler.
No, pero that one, ya pasaron como
Yeah,
3
like
años.
if you don't know this by now, like what
Even
have you
I
been
know
living?
it.
I mean, all the memes on Twitter.
Yeah, a mí no me
like,
invitan.
Come on now.
And even I know.
Oh my
Mando.
God.
I'm still not over. I'm sitting here mad. I'm like, let me cut my.
But you know what's
My little
an
pictures or
interesting
whatever.
thing that I was talking to my boss about it. We are like we talk about like everything Marvel, and he was saying how with the Avengers there was like a few group of them where you felt close to like every single one of them. You felt close with like T'Challa and like Iron Man and like Steve Rogers and Hawkeye and stuff like that. And now there's so many other characters that they're throwing in there and introducing. It's like it's hard to relate to one character when they're introducing like 3 of them at a time now. So I feel like for some people it is like a lot to add on.
It's a lot to take in at once.
A lot to take in at once. But like if you know the comics, like you're just like excited for like everything that's I need that. for everything that's to happen. So it's pretty cool. I'm super excited. Spider-Man's gonna be like you thought.
Spider-Man is
You thought
Spider Pig?
Endgame
Spider-Man.
and Infinity War were big, bro. Spider-Man is
Just
like
wait.
it's about to be the shit.
Just wait. The new trailer came out.
That trailer was so good.
Okay.
Let's talk about the trailer.
Oh my god, this is turning into a Marvel podcast.
I know. We
Mondo
low-key need
loves
to-
this.
Mondo would love
Low-key
this.
invite Mondo for a
Low-key?
Marvel podcast.
No, don't invite him. Porque él no me invitó a mí. Mando, we need to talk.
It was funny because people are like, in the trailer, you didn't see other Spider-Mans.
Yeah. Well, they did that with Hulk.
Yeah.
True, but like
Yeah.
they were analyzing one of the scenes in the trailer where like it's Spider-Man flying towards one of his
Yeah, it's like-
nemesis,
there's
but
like
there's
some-
2 other ones, and they're like going towards something else too, and they're like, those are 2 other Spider-Mans
Well,
that are gonna be there.
yeah.
So I'm just super excited to see
How
what
they-
it looks like and how they do it.
My thought was going into this trailer, if it's about to come out, I'm in Arizona. This is our last day. We're recording, and I'm telling my boss, I'm like, this trailer's gonna come out any minute, and they're like 5:30, no 6:30. Okay, now it's 8:30. And then when it came out, we were sitting down eating, and I stopped everything we were doing, and I was like, shut up. We're gonna watch this
Shut up.
trailer. And we watched it. And then going into the trailer, I'm like, if they do bring the other Spider-Mans into it, like this trailer has to be the one to like let us know to expect it now in the movie. But now that they didn't tell us, it's like, okay, like you really want to keep this like super like secretive. And even the posters have been like super like on the DL, like they don't want to tell you too much because they've been reusing the same graphic
Yeah.
into a lot of the things. So it just makes me think that like we're gonna be throwing a whole bunch of stuff, and the crowd reactions are gonna be amazing.
I just think it's crazy to me how Marvel is so good at keeping things like a secret. Like Salma Hayek did an interview. I feel like I'm always listening to people do interviews. Where like she was in a hotel room and like people were telling her, she was like talking about the movie, and they were like, be quiet. They are listening all around us. And she's like, I'm in my room. She's like, no, they will find out that you're here, and they're in the room next door listening on the wall to what you're talking about. And she's like, oh my god, this is crazy.
I love her though. She's so
funny.
hot.
Super hot.
Well, moving on, I think the last one we want to talk about is what we just found out about the court hearing,
Yeah.
possibly, with, how's his name? Kyle
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse? Yeah, so the fact that this man got away with
Murder.
murder,
Did you see his reaction?
he was crying,
So
but,
he was like,
and then he like fainted.
Drink my water.
But did you see that picture of him in the car when they were leaving the courthouse? He was like smiling. Where's my phone?
that was some like psychopath.
That's some psychopath
behavior.
like fucking say no. But I don't wish people bad in any way, but I really don't know how he's going to
I mean,
live in
society.
now.
Yeah.
Well,
He had a lot of supporters, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, where he lives in
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Let me not.
Where does he live? Tell him.
In Grigolandia. I'm just gonna call it that.
¿De dónde es? He's
He's
not
in,
from Wisconsin. Because he crossed state lines.
He crossed state lines. He's from Wisconsin. No?
Wisconsin?
No, porque pasó ahí en Wisconsin.
Oklahoma, Arkansas, something like that.
One of those states.
Well, this loser was over state lines.
His mom
Lame
drove him.
stuff.
His
Oh.
mom drove him.
Did you see the picture of her? Did you see the picture of his family? Like, just waiting for them to find him. Like, I was just, how can you sit there and know that? Even if it's, I don't know.
Like, the judge just, like, he low-key had a hard on for him the whole fucking time.
Like, they were, the whole time, instead of trying to find him guilty, they were trying to prove his innocence more than
Yes.
anything else.
Yes.
During the whole trial. Like, that's what it was. And it's like, why? But I mean, it's obvious why. And are we really surprised that the justice system found no justice and where it really should go to?
I saw this video of the judge saying something about like Asian food. Like
Asian food?
Yeah. Like him saying, like they were breaking for lunch, and he was like, well, let's hope it's not Asian food so we can get back on time or something. Like saying that Asians are like late or something.
Oh my god.
Like, so it just seemed to me like that judge was very
Can you
like
pass me that newspaper?
racist. So
Yeah, he's-
It's heartbreaking,
It
but at the
is.
same time, it's like, what's new?
Like, I
You
wasn't
know?
surprised, but like, it's
Yeah.
still just very.
It's
sad,
another
it's-
like slap in the fucking
Yes, another
face.
slap
That's
in
what
the
it
face.
feels like.
That's what it
A
is.
slap in the fucking face because all evidence is there to find someone guilty and it just
Like to
doesn't
not
happen.
even find him guilty for having a gun illegally across state lines.
Rifle, not
A
just
rifle,
a gun,
yeah,
like a rifle.
Like, how do you just
Pictures,
blatantly
like
Yeah, it's
this
just
just
dumbass.
happens
I thought
right
it
in
was
front of
Matt's
us. But you know what? It's been like this, and it adds more fuel to the fire of the movement of dismantling the systems that were made to oppress.
I mean, they're just creating the murder because he'll be back in the news. I should put him on my vision board. 5 years.
Oh my
I'll
god.
be watching TV. He'll be on there.
Oh my god.
But so those were some of our current events this week. How are we doing with our vision board right now? Have you guys been finding things? I just found this
I've
really
been
cute
finding
quote.
things.
I know you've been finding food, Miguel, but
Miguel.
the pizza's still somewhere around there, man.
The
You're
pizza
so
is
hungry.
Put the
Driving
pizza
on.
on there.
Just-
Just put the pizza on there.
I
This one?
found like
Oh, that was cool.
I found this really cute like quote that says, "Get drawn in by the currents that always pull you back to help you remember where to find a better version of you." And that just makes me feel like think of family. And I mean, because sometimes
Oh,
it's
you guys are
not.
putting words.
Sometimes it's like not good to look back. I mean, all the time you should always be looking forward.
Look back at
but
it. Look back.
No,
You always
I think it's
gotta-
good to look
You think
back.
so?
Yes.
well, when I'm saying look back, I mean like look back and like
Like I see.
ponder. Yeah,
Like
like
dwell?
that. Ponder, dwell, and like that stuff. No, it's different if you look back and you like realize, damn, I've like grown from that. I've come so far, you know. But
Yeah, like don't.
But you
dwell.
can look back at it and say,
Miguel, you can look back at it.
Shit.
Okay.
Miguel
Wait,
thick.
you can look
I'm
back.
gonna start a rumor and say Miguel got a BBL.
I said I got to be
And then we're gonna be like, we don't know where that came
Why you
from.
went to Arizona?
right.
Anybody else have anything interesting? Like what are some key words? Because I see a lot of words.
I got 2 magazines right here. All the food is gone. Oh, I haven't seen this one.
He's like, Miguel's like, y'all gonna be hungry for the next 5 years because he got all the food.
Like what are your thoughts behind it? Like what is making you cut out some of these things? 'Cause
I'm just cutting
we're
things
not just here to cut things out. We're here to.
to represent who I am.
I am cutting out things that have influenced me recently, things that I want in the future, in the near future, or plans that I have, or things that have inspired me. I don't want to give too many details. That was a trailer to my movie.
No spoilers.
Secret,
spoilers.
like Marvel.
I think for me it's a lot of like empowerment. I have like freedom, working out, things like that. Because again, it's like things that I'm working on, I feel like. And if I look back in 5 years, I would want to have.
If
I
you
mean, I
don't
think it's
follow
like an
Lupe on
everything.
social media, she's been working out every day.
Period.
So what have you found about yourself working out, Lupe?
Well, it's only been 3 weeks.
3 weeks is a long time, girl.
It is. Well, and I have been working out like throughout the year, here and there.
Well, like, what's different about it now?
I think what's different about it is, you know, that like being like
Like it's
just
for
being
you.
more connected. Yeah, like being more connected with myself, knowing like it's also helping me a lot mentally. I think like just keeping me like in the moment, you know. It's also been helping me like with eating and sleeping. Because one thing that Chepo told me was like you want to make sure you're getting enough sleep so that you have time and you have energy to do the workouts. So I've been going to sleep before like 11, which is great because I usually go to sleep like 12:30 and wake up like 6:30. So I think it's what has it like taught me is like self-discipline.
Oh yeah.
Because knowing like I'm showing up for myself, you know, nobody else but just for me.
You just missed it.
Yeah, and it definitely takes some time. It takes 21
So
days to develop a habit, and then you got to keep it pushing. Like me, I started where you are now, Lupe, and I started last January, and we're in November now. And it's almost been a year. It's almost my 1 year anniversary of working out and like consistently, you know, disciplined, and it definitely changes you for the better. And you realize how strong you really are, not just like physically but emotionally as well, because there's a lot of mental things that go into working out. You know, you got to focus on what muscle you're working, and you got to focus on the correct movement, because you can work out, but if you're doing it incorrectly, you can hurt yourself. So
Just like life.
exactly.
Period.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's also I think been helping me working with the Canal Squad, working out with them.
Yeah.
Because it's very like it's so motivating when you're there with them and they're like pushing you and like their energy. They have the music going, and you see them like week after week. Like they're doing like volunteering now. Like they want to do like Thanksgiving volunteering as a group, and so I think that's been very helpful for me. Just also like finding like new friends, and just getting in touch with people who are like also working on their fitness journey. So,
Working on my fitness, he's my witness.
but yeah, what about you, Melissa? What do you have
For what?
for your vision board?
Oh, for my vision board.
My vision board is fucking hilarious. If anything, I'm hungry.
Bro, just
Bro,
go
we just
eat.
had pizza.
It's right behind you.
I just have things that I want to like accomplish in the next year, 2 years. Like I have goals. Like I have a little house here because I want to buy a house. I have this like landscape picture because I want to start like traveling and doing landscape photography and stuff like
I
that.
was like landscaping.
New business, bro.
We didn't talk about that.
I have this girl who's like dancing in like the woods or something because I want to start being more carefree and not care about what other people think. I have the word goals because I want to start focusing on my goals and what I want to accomplish. I have a be strong and well, stronger body and mind because I want to start taking care of myself because I'm somebody that's like, if it doesn't hurt, then I'm not gonna fix it. Like, and yeah, I just want to start taking more care of myself. Like, whether that be like my mental health or my physical health. I have this that says photographed by because I want to start being more confident in like photography and start photographing more. I want like my work to be shown in the future and stuff like that.
Yes.
I have a wanderlust that goes with the whole traveling more thing, as well as a discover the forest because I want to start going on trails and stuff. What else?
But don't only take alcohol, take water with you.
Take water
Hey, I
and
was still
prepare.
successful.
Shoot,
And
we
don't
took-
get lost.
We took water, sandwiches,
It was still hot. A whole mess.
and we almost done.
I have a new beginnings because I want new
I put
beginnings.
2. That I got that too.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you get 5 points.
I have a focus, so I want to start focusing on the things that I want to accomplish. I have a bed because I want to get better sleep, and I want a new bed. And then I have this like painting of this girl because whenever I see paintings like this, when it's like this, like a girl just alone and she's like contemplating, I always think, I'm like, that's me. And I always think of like this sad girl because that's always kind of like who I've been. It's like this really, just like a girl who's always kind of struggled with things, and I don't want to be that person anymore. So I wanted to put this underneath and put all of these on top
Aww.
so that I can
Aww.
start like
Okay.
a girl
Creative.
thinking about actually thinking about what she wants to do and accomplish.
Dang, Melissa
You
had a
guys
whole
are-
vision.
You guys are just so
Very
creative and deep.
Miguel is just food. I don't think we told Miguel what the purpose of this was.
And if you did, I don't think I understood.
I don't think he did.
Well, I'm already done with mine.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm gonna put mine.
That's your corner right
You
there.
can
Oh,
put
right
next to me.
Oh.
Or something.
Well, Sandy will go here, Lupe will go in the middle.
Okay.
Got it.
Well, when you guys finish, I'll go through mine.
Okay.
So, I have this quote that says,
The dog.
I just looked up.
Oh, he already glued it on there. That's him. That's literally him. The guy
I'm sorry. Can we take a second? Can we? Well, actually, we'll lift it at the end and we'll talk about it.
Right here. Hold up.
that is so funny.
We're going around and we're showing you guys so you can get a closer look.
Look at this. Little Geico man.
You gotta save 50% or more on cars.
I'm dead.
Okay, so I put this quote that says, putting it in motion, just to kind of always start things. So I'm always like saying like,
Yes.
oh, I'm gonna start doing this, I'm gonna start working out, I'm gonna start eating better, but I never actually do it. So in the future, like in the next few months, like I want to actually like put those things into motion. I also have something that says academy, because I'm working for more like academy, so like the future of that and what I'm building con eso. And then strength, just to be a stronger person overall, I think mentally and physically in the future. I put a little house being built because I also want to build a house in the future in the next 5 years. And next to it, there's a little baby, and there's a thing that says family, because I'll be 30 soon. So,
Soon.
I've always wanted to have a family, and being a queer individual, it's not the easiest thing to have. So those are things that I think about now because I'm like, well, I have to figure out how I'm going to pay for it, how that's going to happen.
Those babies are expensive.
Yes. So I put a little brown baby. And then I put so can you, and there's a mask under it because I think if COVID taught us anything is that we can do anything. So to just continue to move forward. And then dreaming. So just to continue to dream big and to make your dreams come true. Mine is very simple. It's very
But I mean, I feel like it's like you.
Yes, it
Like
is.
you're
Very emotional.
Yeah.
But you aren't quick to show it like on your surface. So I feel like that's what it is. Like you gotta go into and
Yes.
talk about
You
this.
have to go in. Not go into me because that's weird.
Okay.
Okay, Miguel, are you gonna talk about yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. You finished.
Because the girls are still sticking things down.
Now I'm trying to find something deeper.
He's like, let me get deep real
because
quick.
I wasn't sure.
You can
what
say
we
that
were
the
doing.
food fulfills
The
you.
food does fulfill me, and it's a lot of my favorite foods. So
So tell us why these are your favorite foods.
So it's Italian food because I love pasta.
Do you want to go to Italy? Would you ever want to go to Italy?
I would love to go to Italy. I actually was thinking about buying tickets like earlier in the year. There's tacos because I love tacos, and I would love to go back to Mexico. I actually want to go back in September for Dia de los Muertos. I want to go to Oaxaca.
Ooh.
Coffee because I can't live without coffee.
You should buy an espresso.
Espresso?
Nespresso.
Oh yeah, it's the one with the little.
Tell me
balls.
more.
So it's a coffee machine, and it's similar to like a Keurig, but it's by Nespresso.
Yeah.
And it's like these little balls, and you put them.
Mhm.
And there's some specifically to make iced coffee.
Oh, nice.
So you could just like, I haven't gone to Starbucks in forever. I just went yesterday to get that free cup, but
Everybody was posting about that damn cup. I'm like, if you knew what it was to work during that day.
The free plastic
with
cup.
that
the
damn
free
cup.
plastic cup. I mean, it's not free because I have to buy something, but yeah, it's free.
Have you seen that TikTok that is like, it's like a reward? Like, what? Have you seen that trend?
No.
I'm gonna show it to you guys. Go ahead.
But yeah, I could like make my iced coffee at home, and it's like ready to go.
Period.
You don't have to hit nothing. You just put the little ball inside, and it just makes it.
Those balls are so satisfying. I know it sounds funny, but those balls are really satisfying to touch because they're super smooth.
Yes.
And then yeah.
So like little.
And they have a
so-
barcode on the inside which tells the machine how much of it to make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah.
pretty cool. I want to buy a espresso maker so I can make lattes.
Ooh. I have a foam maker,
Like a
Like-
frother?
a frother.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I almost put beans in there. I thought it was to like grind. I thought it was to grind beans.
We have a frother and we have a little tiny espresso maker, but it's kind of ass. So I want to get a new one, like a fancy one.
fancy.
And I have a dog because I love my dogs. Hopefully, when we get a house, we get another dog. And then I have this guy biking on this trail because I want to travel more, and I want to not only go on hikes but like take my dogs to hikes or like go like biking on a trail. It's something I've never done. That'd be pretty cool.
That's cool.
I don't know how you even travel with the bike.
Start practicing at Holiday Park.
What do you
'Cause
mean
know how
travel
to
with
have
your
that trail.
bike?
Like-
Yeah, like go
Like
like
physically travel with your bike, or like ride your bike to other places?
take my bike somewhere and then ride
just
it.
Just put it on
You
the
just
top
put it
of
in
the
the
car.
You can
Or the back.
buy like a bike rack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, my mind was going to like planes, but I guess I could do
Oh,
that.
for playing.
Oh, like you. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
They have bikes that
Go
I
on
think
road
like
trip.
fold.
Yeah, they do. You can take them apart.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to Tennessee and go on a trail, and that's only
Yeah.
6 hours away. That's like
And we haven't even had a shot today.
Tennessee is traumatic. I'm sorry, Miguel.
Yeah, a little bit. And then Geico because the lizard looked cute. So
Oh
my-
when I went to San Francisco, my Uber driver had a lizard
in the car,
on his like headrest. So
like
when
an
I sat
iguana.
there, yeah, when I sat there, it was just there, and I was like, "Is this fake?" And he was like, "No, it's real." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Wait, what was it?
It was like a little lizard.
A real one?
Yes.
Oh
I'll show
my
you.
God.
Sorry, I'll let you con.
A frozen. Oh yeah, similar to Melissa. So like Melissa's and I are some of our things are like a little connected.
They're overlapping.
They're overlapping.
Where? Because yours is all food.
Well,
Melissa's like focused.
He did the
Balls.
groceries for the house.
yeah.
You can see the clear difference.
Yeah, I do the groceries. So we do want to get a house, and then we do want to travel, and then we do want to photograph, and then we do
want
want
a new bed.
a new bed and discover the forest
Yes, discover the forest.
Discover the forest.
and
But
goals.
make sure it's flat.
Focus on goals.
Do you believe? What do you mean the forest is flat?
Like, because I don't want. Actually, no. Go with me next time.
Where?
If you ever go to Tennessee, go with me.
I didn't know there was like a moonshine thing there.
Oh,
until you told
really?
me. Yeah.
What? That's like the biggest thing about Tennessee.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Smokies.
No, it's the moonshine place.
So you know it all.
The old Smoky. That's what it's called, right? Old.
Old smoky
Yeah.
moonshine.
Yeah.
But there's some here at the liquor store if you want to try it out.
Gee.
Moonshine?
Yeah.
There's a café con leche moonshine one.
Yes,
that's really
it's
good.
so good.
Oh, really?
It would
Yeah,
mess
it's so
you up,
good.
but it's so good.
It's
We
like
didn't
probably
get
like
it.
the mezcal we brought in that was like creamy.
Oh.
Yeah, we brought like bottles like this. It was like coconut,
Yeah,
like hazelnut mezcal, and it was gone in like a week.
It was good.
It was really good.
It was too good. Okay. Well, I see, Melissa, you're done now too. Yep. Now that Miguel let into yours, go ahead.
He really said, it's because we share the same visions.
Yeah.
He really just
She
took
also
her.
likes Italian food, tacos, coffee, and the dogs. You see? It's two in
I mean,
one.
their vision board is kind of together because like they
Yeah.
are. Yeah,
Because
They're
they are
married.
one.
they are one.
They are one.
That's fact.
One goal,
They are one mind, one body.
one soul.
And I couldn't put the watermelon. There's one more.
Oh my god.
But it would have been too much.
Eat more
what?
fruit.
I could eat more fruit with the hand.
That was it.
Let me
I'm
see.
just kidding.
Man, look at our faces. I wish. Wait, did the camera catch that? Because. Me and Lupe.
But I can't find the real picture. But I have this picture saved because I was gonna tell my friends that there was an iguana in the car, but all I could find was an alligator.
That's Florida.
Oh my god.
That would happen in Florida.
Oh, it's on my Instagram story archives. There's where it is. Okay.
So for you guys listening or watching or wherever you're doing, we encourage you to do this before the year's over, kind of like a New Year's resolution.
But don't do that New Year, New Me bullshit.
Please
Yeah.
don't, because we know he's not gonna be a new.
Do this.
He's gonna be the same you.
We recommend for you to do this, and I'm gonna put it up so when Melissa's editing, she could.
Damn, was I done?
No, just so they can see like how much we got. And then do this, and then hang it up in your house for the rest of the year. So that way you always have something to look. You be pregnant.
And remember your goals,
Yeah.
your visions.
Mira, watcha. Look.
Oh hell no!
It's little.
It looks dead.
Okay, but imagine getting in your lift,
Exactly.
and that shit is right there.
That looks dry as fuck.
Where
It
was
was.
this?
It was. It was
Oh,
a
It was in
pet.
San Francisco.
Was it someone's pet?
Yeah, like he said, he just brings it with him all the time.
Have you guys ever seen the Vine of the person who's at Walmart and she sees like a fake rat on top of it? That's what I would have done if I jumped in the car and
You gotta send that to Melissa so we can put it on the video.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna cut this pregnant.
You said what?
Send it to me so I can put it in the video.
In the video, yes.
So.
Wait, Sandy, Sandy and Lupe have to talk to us about theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Melissa too?
Melissa talked to us.
Well, she already talked
Oh,
about it.
you are.
Because we were
I
doing the
just wasn't
previous,
here,
but
yeah.
then they just went into the whole
Oh, okay.
the whole tour.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it took me.
The tour de fail.
Okay, go ahead. Whoever.
I can finish this so we can wrap it up afterwards.
Okay, so I'll go.
Mhm.
All right. So, and mine is very about empowerment. It says new beginnings. I have a woman here that is going into the ocean, happy. She is living her best life because that's gonna be me in Puerto Rico next year when I get accepted into
Puerto
grad
Rico,
school.
y'all better start paying Lupe for this advertisement.
For real. No, listen, I'm ready to apply to my program. I already reached out to them. So hopefully I'll get in, and that's gonna be me after I study for my classes and everything. I also have this girl with a nice little booty because that's also gonna be me.
You want a BBL?
No, girl, it's gonna be natural.
I'll send.
Okay.
I'll send you my link.
Yeah, send tips. Send tips.
Miguel will send you his program.
His 90-day program.
And I have, celebrate your powerful body because I have also, gained a lot of strength from working out in my 3 weeks. But I'm going to get stronger. I have women on a mission because I am on a mission, period. Here comes the sun because, and new beginnings because I feel like I'm entering like a new era of my life, a new era of Lupe, and fall in love with yourself again. Because, honestly, I've come to realize when I was in my relationship, I stopped loving myself a lot and I stopped giving myself a lot of the attention that I deserved. And lately I've been like really enjoying my life, like my alone time, this whole
Rediscovering.
this
That's
whole
what I meant
month
to say 3 days ago.
this whole month I haven't drank at all. I've been working out, I've been going to sleep early, I've been drinking my water, and it's like, wow, look at her, she can take care of herself. And yeah, it's been great. I've really been like focusing on me. I've been empowering, finding my balance, being free.
Just like Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy, when Christina told Meredith Grey, he is not the sun. You are.
Period.
Yes.
I
And then
am
she
the
left
sun.
the show.
And then she left.
Because she found out.
She said, I gave you all you needed to know. Peace.
She dropped the.
She said, leave this hospital. Only bad things happen here.
That's facts.
Well, that's good, Lupe.
Yes,
Thank you.
Lupe. Keep it up.
Yes.
Go on. We love to see it and witness it.
Thank you.
And praise.
Hashtag movingtopuertorico.com. Donate.
Please donate.
Hot girl year.
Please donate. I'm gonna start my OnlyFans soon. No, I'm just playing.
De los besitos.
Only the toes. I'm done. No.
All right, Sandy, walk us through what you got here.
So I have quite a few things. So I had my little quote, quote yourself back to what reminds you of a better version of you. I feel like for this new chapter in my life, I recently went to a conference and I discovered what I want to do in the educational field, because for the longest I felt like I just needed to step away. Because being a teacher right now, not it. I don't recommend it to anyone, not even my worst enemy. So I really figured out what I want to do. I don't want to announce it because I just get nervous because I believe that there's bad energies out there who, when they hear stuff like
Move
that,
in silence like
move in
lasagna.
silence like lasagna and don't want the best for those who want the best for themselves. But I feel like I have been, my light has been put out for a really long time. You know, as much as I found loving myself, you know, like Lupe, we've had a similar experience since January. I've been working out, I've been taking care of myself. You know, it's definitely a learning process and it really gets you in tune with yourself. So I feel like I'm there now, but I feel like I'm ready to peel off a piece of like like an onion. You know how an onion has several layers. I'm ready to peel off that old dusty ass like crusty layer, and I'm just ready to rejuvenate.
No way I'm talking to you. It's talking about yourself.
And nourish, okay? I want to nourish myself.
Say crusty, dusty.
I do. Because I feel like for the longest, I've just been putting myself off, not believing in myself, coming up short with a lot of people.
You are fresh
You
on
know? Coming up short with a lot of people, letting people down because maybe I don't step up as much as they want me to, or maybe. But this upcoming year is my year of stepping up, and I want to pursue more education. I want to go back to school, and I want to come back and be the difference in a school and be the difference that these kids need, you know. But something that I learned from Jose Medina, which that sounds very egotistical of me, to say that I want to be the voice for kids who need the voice or families. No. It's not about me, it's about the kids. So I realized now that I'm being in education, there's a lot of shitty things going on, and I want to bring that difference. I want to continue traveling. I want to continue enhancing myself and continuing to be free. I realized that life is beautiful. I realized that when you come together with people who are really there to support you and be your support system, not just the people who pretend to be there for you but are shady behind your back. I realized that when you find those people, don't let go of them. Stay together because
They're hard to find.
Hard to find.
Yeah.
Hard to find. And then I found this quote that I feel is something that embodies what those of us sitting here, what our like one vision is as a whole. And I feel like it touches everybody and is what we want. And I feel like it's the more successful I get, the more I want to plant my roots and focus on the important things in life, which is, I feel like, what this podcast has really been about. We started off with being thankful. We started off with reflecting on what's going on in our society, and then taking the time to really reflect on where we see ourselves in 5 years, what delicious food we see ourselves enjoying, where we want to plant roots and build a new home, you know, buy a home, where we want to plant roots and move to basically a different country, you know, because if we're being honest, Puerto Rico is an island in itself, you know. Planting our roots and starting off a whole school, you know, and then just planting our roots and continuing to grow, because life is short, life is fragile, and I feel like all of us, all we want to do is continue planting roots and seeing the fruits of our labor. So.
You just said that, and I posted something on my story today. What did it say? It said
About Kim Kardashian and
no. Stop.
Why did we? Oh, wait, hold on.
It said extra heavy on the be safe and I love you because life is too short. Mm-hmm. And I think it's always like it's those little things like, oh, like be safe, get home safe, or like I love you. Like you never know like what's gonna happen. Like we could leave here and like we may not ever talk again, or who knows? Like, so it's like always like uno nunca sabe lo que. If COVID has taught us anything, it's like
Expect the unexpected.
expect the unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
And
Eternals too. You know, we could have a whole other being growing from, you know.
You get
inside
pregnant.
the earth. Oh, sorry. Spoilers.
Pues yo no sé. Anyway. But wait, hold on, real quick before we go. Yes, Pete Davidson y la Kim Kardashian.
We all know what it is.
Están juntos.
Okay.
Voila.
It's the third arm.
I don't know.
It's the third arm for me.
I thought
That's
that
just
was
crazy.
wild.
I don't
I thought
know.
that was wild. And then
Hey, there was this quote of the in the song. Kanye says,
Is she gonna
"She
leave your ass
gonna
for
leave for your ass for a white man."
I thought I said he gonna leave you guys for a white girl. Did I say a white man?
It says white man.
I think it's white girl.
Is it?
Pretty sure it's white girl. But don't quote me.
Don't quote me either. Because that's clearly a shirt.
You know what you can quote? Squarespace.
Squarespace.
Thank you to our sponsor, Squarespace. Save 10% off using the code. Us.
What code? Is
Us.
this real?
No.
don't go on.
But
Square.
imagine. Put it on.
Put it on there.
Put it on
Put it on there.
So I think sorry, Sandy.
No.
Well, I was gonna say, I say we encourage all of you, like we said, to make a vision board. Send us a picture of it. Tell us what it's about. Show us what inspired you, and also tell us what you're thankful for. Slide in our DMs and be like, what y'all thankful for? I know y'all thankful for us. We're thankful
You
for
better
y'all.
be.
But yeah, we just wanted to share a little bit. I think we've all been a little vulnerable on this podcast and kind of just put down our facade or like our guard, and just kind of shared with you guys who we are, what we want, and I think now we get to hold each other accountable in the 5 year. And if you guys don't have a new bed in the next year, I'm gonna be like, where's the new bed?
Hella hold me accountable for that.
For the food?
For the food.
Bro, I don't gotta hold you accountable for the food.
Okay, hold
You
on.
stay-
Don't hold me too accountable for Puerto Rico because I might go to a different state. I'm not sure. I'm applying to different programs. So I just want to put it out there. Let me take this off.
She put it where her spit, not the glue, so I just got to get off.
So I might be in a different state. So if I'm in a different state, or I might be in Indy, who knows? But that's my top school,
Yeah.
my top program,
Your first choice.
my first choice.
I'm gonna
Yes,
see a little baby J.
a little baby J.
Go fund me.
You gotta-
And we left some extra blank space because we don't know what the future holds.
for the homies.
Ooh.
That's a metaphor.
See.
For the homies that dropped.
For the homies that drop.
Yeah. We poured one out.
Too soon. It's time to go. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Like Jay said, slide into our DMs. Let us know what you're thankful for. We're wrapping up the year. Take this time with all the festivities coming on, even if you don't celebrate. You know, with all the festivities coming on, take time to reflect, to be thankful, to spend time with your family, because we've reached, well, almost. I can't speak too soon. Knocks on wood. But we're almost there. We've almost made it through another year, and next year's coming up, and it's Bad Bunny time. So, thank you for joining us today.
Oh my god, I do have tickets.
You know, if you want to, I am available for a date if anybody wants to take me.
I do have 2 tickets.
Court. No vas a ir a ver a Bad Bunny. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take your place. No, but honestly, if you want to take me on a date to see Bad Bunny, I might marry you. No, I'm gonna marry Bad Bunny. But
Wow.
pero bueno. Anyway,
I
where
don't
can
see
they
him on
find
your
us?
vision board, so I don't think it's gonna happen.
Es que la Gabriela lo tiene bien agarrado, la perra.
All right, well, peace out, everybody.
Thank you for
Wait.
joining us.
Where can they find us on social media?
You can find us on Instagram or on Twitter
Yes.
and
Instagram,
Facebook.
Twitter, and Facebook now.
at the Us Podcast. Is that all right?
It's just
Yeah, just the Us Podcast. Not
I
just the
swear
Us
last time it
Podcast.
was like underscore something. but-
Pero no
Is
tiene
it the Us
No,
Podcast
right?
underscore?
It's
Just go ahead and type the Us Podcast.
Us
Y'all gonna
Podcast.
find
It's
us.
not-
Underscore the Us podcast.
See
There we
that?
go.
Underscore
See?
the us.
There we go.
The us.
Melissa's our social media manager.
So,
Follow
Sandy
us.
here. It's been nice talking to you guys. Nice making this vision board. You guys say your farewell.
Yeah, that's it. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Happy holiday.